Yeah, that's what I've been talking about right here. No doubt.
Future solutions, fencing outdoors. Clip of the day, man. I'm Dave Gatto. I'm your host from the East Coast, man. Burn your wrist and toast. Let's go. Hey, everybody, and welcome back. This is episode number 20 of the Future Solutions Fencing Outdoor Clip of the Day podcast. My name's Dave Gatto, and I'm your host. What I want to talk about today, guys, I want to talk about upselling and cross-selling. What's the psychology behind this? How does it work? And how do you use it in your company? So you already heard I use the word psychology. There's a lot of psychology involved in this, and you have to know a little bit about psychology. So when you're out at a customer's house and they are going to buy off you or they already agreed to buy off you, what that does, that's like flipping a switch in their mind. They are now in a different frame of mind. They are in buying mode, right? The neurotransmitters in their brain, it's shooting out and spraying dopamine. All that feel-good stuff, they are in a state of bliss. It's almost like being in a dream-like trance, right? So here's where you can upsell. Here's an opportunity for you to upsell. I'm going to use an example of something that was used on me and how it worked. And you guys could probably relate to this as well. I went to a dealership, to the BMW dealership. I was looking at a moderately priced vehicle. They ran all my financials, and the guy says to me, "Hey, Dave, by the way, I just want to let you know that you're approved for any vehicle in this building or on this lot." And I was like, "Any vehicle?" And they're like, "Any vehicle." I'm telling you, it was like they cut my head open and just dumped a bucket of dopamine in there. Off I went into the showroom, found the dream car that I've always wanted, and said, "I'll take it," right? So that was the upsell. Now, here comes the cross-sell. Now the dopamine's going. It's spraying out dopamine in my mind. Now they say, "Hey, what about the Apple Care? What about the insurance? What about the wax? What about the insurance on the wheels? How about in the interior? How about the XM radio? I'll take it all. Give it all to me," right? I was probably their best customer that day. And I bought my dream car, and I'm super happy that I did it. But that's how cross-selling and upselling work, right? And in my industry, it might be a little bit different. Maybe we're financing a customer, or you're financing a customer out there, and they're approved within a range of money. Maybe they're approved from $10,000 to $33,000, whatever the case might be. And let's say they originally agreed to purchase a chain link fence, and we said, "Hey, just want to let you know that Adobe vinyl fence that you really want anyways with the privacy, that's within your budget. We can make that happen." Right? There comes the upsell. They see the value in it. They're already agreeing to buy. The dopamine's flooding. The price is still relevant, but it is no longer in the forefront anymore. It is sort of back there. All this other stuff makes sense. As my friend Trevor and one of my salesmen says, they are in the ether. They are still in the ether. Keep them in the ether. Keep them buying, right? As long as it makes sense to them and adds value for them, they're on top of it, right? So that is an example of an upsell. Or maybe we say, "Hey, instead of these, flat ordinary caps, how about you go with those lifetime warranty LED lights instead? It's within your budget. You're approved for it already. We can just change something on the software and wham, that'll be installed on your fence," right? So those are some examples of the upsell. Now, we use cross-selling as well. And I'm going to refer to my commercial sales department in this case, because a customer that's already a customer of ours, in our case, it would be a fence company, they're already buying off of us. We already have a relationship established. There's trust in there, right? So they are 60 to 70% more likely to buy other things from us at that point where we can help them out. That's why we might want to come over, take them out for lunch, say, "Hey, tour us around your warehouse. We're truly interested in what's going on over there. We're super happy for them, but we also got our eye out for things that they need that we sell that they didn't even know that we sold." Maybe it's hinge hardware, and "Hey, where are you getting your hinges from? I'd like to, have the opportunity to put a quote on that." And why wouldn't they? We already have the relationship established. The trust is already there. Instead of having to call me for this and then having to call them for hinges or having to call them for caps or having to call that other person for glue, I can handle all that for you, right? And we could bundle it up and give you more buying power and give you a better tier percentage. It just makes sense, right? So that's an example of a cross-sell for us. What a cross-sell for you is, it could be something else in your business. What you're trying to do is you're trying to sell an additional product or a service related in your industry. Maybe you're in the outdoor industry and you sell them a fence and say, hey, by the way, it looks like you got a ledger board already on there for your house for a deck. Are you planning on getting a deck? We do decks. Or, hey, just let you know that all those gutters are probably damaging your foundation. I mean, we're already going to have the excavator over here, the mini excavator. All we got to do is put our trencher attachment on it, man. We could trench all these gutters underground for you and pipe them out to pop-ups. There's no problem for us, and we could save you $500 by not having to have a setup and breakdown fee. They're already buying off you. They're going to buy more off of you. The dopamine is flowing. So guys, just a little bit of examples of cross-selling, upselling, a little bit of the psychology involved in it. I'm telling you right now that you can greatly increase your revenue by doing this. If you cross-sell or upsell something at every single job, it can turn out to be exponential. I mean, you can even start another branch in your company. Let's say you're a fence company like me, and you start upselling a service, and you say, hey, by the way, we got the deluxe maintenance package. For this amount of money, we'll come out for this amount of times and tighten your fence up, go over your gates, check everything over, power wash the front, power wash the back, right? Now you have a service that you could continue going on. Would you like to renew this? You never know what it could turn into, guys. Keep your eye out for it. Have sales meetings, train your guys, talk about this type of stuff, research this type of stuff, and then get a plan and a system and a process to implement it. So if you guys like this episode, I want you guys to, I only ask one thing. I only ask that you share this episode, that you like it, and that you subscribe to it. Until next time, guys, have a great day.
Yeah, that's what I've been talking about right here. No doubt.
Future solution, fencing outdoors. Clip the day, man. I'm your host from the East Coast, man. Burn your toast. Let's go.